I need to go back to school. You never should have left.
All right, so this rewatch took me back to 2005 when this movie came out. I was 11 years old, went to go see it with my best friend John, and he was a huge Pyro fan. I was a huge Iceman fan. So seeing Iceman headbutt this nigga to hell, I said, aha, bitch. But nah, on some real shit. The movie, I'm telling you, man, these 20th Century Fox movies still hold up. Shout out to, I hope Bryan Singer done this one too, because if not, I'm gonna have to redo that part. But I think it was him. But all of those movies hold up, man. Like, you got Elektra and it was one more that was trash. Like, all them Dark Phoenixes, all that shit, they sucked. But the core was so good, man. This movie had your boy Leech. Y'all remember Leech from, I think it's a Morlock is what they call him, from the X-Men animated series. They had him in here. And basically what he can do is, if you get around him, he takes away your powers. Like, being around him automatically eliminates your powers. When Beast goes in to touch him, his fur goes away and he turns human again. So what they do is they take the, like, I guess they're taking his blood or his DNA and they created a cure with it. The person who created the cure is Warren Worthington, which is Angel. Warren Worthington the third, or whatever his name is his dad. So he has a mutant son, which he finds out is a mutant when he's a kid, and he kind of keeps it on the low or whatever. And then he try to force Angel to take the cure. Angel like, hell nah. He ends up breaking out, showcasing his abilities, and flying away to the Xavier school or whatever. But before we even get to that part, it starts out with Jean Grey as a kid and them like discovering her, and it turns out that she didn't die in the previous movie. So Cyclops goes to Alkali Lake where she was presumed dead, and he does a concussive blast to the water. She comes out of the water and he's like, what the fuck, Jean, it's you. They start making out. She starts sucking this man's like powers away. Like, he's like literally dying, and like, boom, no more Cyclops. We don't know what the fuck happens to him. We just don't see this man no more for now. So then what happens is they end up going to the back to the mansion, and Charles feels the power. Like, he feels what's going on. So he sends Storm and Wolverine to go, see what's going on. They find Jean Grey laying there dead, or passed out, take her back to the mansion. He reveals that when he met her as a child, he suppressed her alter ego that she called the Phoenix. He suppressed that so she wouldn't remember that. And Logan points out, sometimes when you cage a monster, the monster gets angry. He says, it's what I had to do. I ain't finna explain myself to you. It's what I had to do. So Jean, he tells Wolverine, stay away from her. Like, just give me a chance to fix this. Wolverine don't listen. Goes in there anyway, has a conversation. While he's in there having a conversation, she goes berserk, tries to fuck him. He like, nah, this ain't you. You would never do this. Like, what happened to Scott? Triggers the memory. She killed Scott, bro. That's why we didn't see him no more, because she killed Scott. So during this whole thing, she busts out of this place, goes crazy. Magneto has recruited a new team. This new team includes this chick who can sense the abilities of other mutants. She senses Jean Grey. She's like, hey, it's somebody out here who's even stronger than you. I don't know who the fuck this woman is, but he like, where's she at? Goes to her, ends up recruiting Jean Grey, basically saying, hey, like, this ain't what you need to be doing. So he goes with Charles Xavier to go talk to her. While Charles trying to talk her down, he trying to talk her up. So she goes berserk. I'm talking about berserk, y'all. And this big fight breaks out between Wolverine and Storm versus the girl who can sense powers. Somebody who has seismic waves, who clapped seismic waves. I don't know who that was. And then Juggernaut, which in the comic books is Charles' brother, but I don't think that they are brothers in this movie, or they don't mention it, that they're brothers. But they end up having like a big fight or whatever. During this fight, Jean Grey goes berserk again, but not in a sexual sense. This time, she go berserk and start destroying the whole fucking house, her childhood home. Bruh, she fucking picks up Charles Xavier out his wheelchair and obliterates this man. And I mean obliterate. Nothing left, no crumbs. Ate the whole fucking plate, bruh. Licked the fucking scraps. She went crazy. Destroyed this man. And y'all know how strong Charles is. Killed this man like it wasn't nothing. Wolverine was sitting there like, damn, bruh. He watched it. And Magneto had the nerve to say some shit to Wolverine. Wolverine was like, bro, you sit back and watch my fucking teacher die. That was your best friend. You ain't shit. Fuck you. Basically is what Wolverine said. So, Magneto's plan is, we gonna kill this little boy who they making this cure for, and we gonna take over the fucking world. One state at a time, pretty much. So he goes to California, rips the Golden State Bridge, or what's it called? Golden Gate Bridge, and connects it to Alcatraz, where they keeping the little boy at, to go in there, kill the little boy, no more cure, and then kill all humans, presumably. The X-Men ain't going for that. So Wolverine, he like, hey y'all, look, he done tried to go save Jean, but he couldn't get to Jean. He couldn't get to her because because Magneto got this whole team of people basically keeping him away from him. So he done had to tell them, hey man, I need y'all help. So with his help, it's him, Storm, Iceman, Colossus, Beast, he nice in this one, Beast, and Kitty. So they get there, they fight. Kitty is trying to beat Juggernaut to the little boy. She get in the room. Of course, the little boy, he take away their powers. She taunts the Juggernaut. Juggernaut tries to headbutt him, ends up passing the fuck out because too much momentum, he crushed. You know what I mean? So boom, she saved the little boy. She get up out of there. Magneto, he causing a ruckus outside still. That's what took us to that part that y'all seen at the beginning of the video where Iceman ends up taking out Pyro, which was chef's kiss. I love you, Bobby Drake. I don't know what they did to you in 2015, but hey, who gives a fuck? You still my favorite X-Men of all time. But anyway, so they devise a plan. They see the cure. They hit Magneto with the cure, turning that man human, which he didn't do, but he watched Mystique get hit with the cure as well, and she's no longer blue. She just turns into Raven. Like, she ain't even Mystique no more. She just turned into Raven. The man literally looked at her and said, "You're not one of us no more," and left. So now this motherfucker got to swallow his own fucking pill. Got to take a dose of his own fucking medicine. Because now you ain't one of you. Or is he? But anyway, so, boom. Wolverine, as he's going up to Jean, trying to take her down, she just keeps obliterating him skin by skin, or inch by inch. But, Wolverine, he heals fast. So he's healing while he's getting through to the Phoenix. She's like, put me out my misery, basically. So he ends up killing Jean Grey, man. Cried. He was sick. He didn't want to do it. Let's out his roar. Jean Grey ended up dying. They pay tribute to her. It's her, Cyclops, and Professor X all in the line, paying, respects to them. And this one has, before the credits start rolling, it goes to Magneto, who no longer has his powers. He's playing chess with metal pieces. Holds out his hands. One of the pieces moves a little bit. I said, ain't this about a bitch? So that man still had his powers. And then at the very end, we got Moira McTaggart. She's Charles Xavier's love interest in the comics. In this series, I don't remember her. I don't know. I just don't remember her. But she hears in the post-credit scene, Charles, I guess, mentally enters a patient's mind and says her name. Like, he's like, Moira. And she's like, Charles? And then that's when it ends. So that was the end of X-Men Last Stand. Just as good as I remember, man. I'm telling y'all, 20th Century Fox was cooking for a minute. Marvel was a good, man, they had a good ass run over there at 20th Century. Even X-Men Days of Future Past, I think that's when it stopped. Because I remember Apocalypse was trash. And that was it. Days of Future Past is the next X-Men movie that I'm doing, and the next superhero movie that I'm doing. But tonight I am gonna go see Together. So that's going to be coming tonight once I get back to the crib from seeing that. But love y'all, man. I'm up out of this thing. Peace.